Hello and welcome back, my stylish friends. Design number 22 for 2024 blanket. It's a checkerboard. You can play chess even or checkers on this, and it's actually very simple to make. We start with any yarn color. Does not matter because this square you can move any way you want, so you don't need to make alternative color squares. You just need to make the same way every single square in your blanket, but you can arrange them different way. So as you see, I'm changing yarn color right away. So I'm making one gray cluster and I follow by white cluster, and I change color again to gray cluster and white cluster again. So we start many designs like this when we have alternative clusters in the first round. And if you need instruction how we're making this granny square in one color, there is a video on my channel and I suggest to watch that. I explain exactly in details how we are making it. Okay, so we are at the end of round number 1, and now I want to carry my color yarn up because I will be changing yarn color in each section of the square on each side. So because under I have a gray, I will make 2 clusters in white. Once I do that, I will change my yarn color, and above the white cluster, I will make 2 gray clusters. So the principle here is that each side you will be changing yarn color. It does not matter how big your square will be. I'm using only 4 rounds, but you can make, even 20 or 25. Each time you work in the next side of your square, you will be changing yarn color. So it is very simple, looks unique, I believe, and you can incorporate this in many other your projects, or as we are doing 24 different designs this year for 2024. And speaking about that, there is so many designs. I have at least 100 right now. I created with 2 different colors. So if you're interested in learning more, we can learn more in 2025. So let's start round number 3. And again, I have white under, so I will use my gray color yarn all the way to the end of this side. And you always keep your non-working yarn in between your stitches. This is a very easy way to hide it. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new. And once again, let me know if you would like to learn another 25 different designs of 2 color granny squares in 2025. I can post videos as I did with this one, or give me suggestions. Should I talk or should I not? Should I just put some nice music and you can do on your own by watching it? So I need some suggestions, and I really appreciate for every single one I can receive. As you see, this project is super fast, and it's not that difficult at all. The most important when you work in different color yarn and granny squares, making sure your yarn tension is looser than normally. You want your blanket to be flexible, and you want the square to be not rigid. You want to be playful. And I do not block my squares, but you can definitely block them to the right size. And we are done with round number 3. We have one more round to go with this project, and we will repeat the same way. We will make in white above the gray and gray above the white. One thing I want to mention, when you work in your last side, you either carry your yarn to the end to finish, as you did in the previous, or you will finish with the color yarn that you work in your last side. And this all depends how you want to connect your granny squares. If that last round will not be visible, you can cut the yarn and finish with the color you're working at the end. And let me show you how this will look like. So I'm finishing with my gray color yarn and connecting to the first stitch, and that's the end. So now if I want the last round be visible in my connection, I will change my yarn color as I did in the previous rounds and connect this way. This is more symmetrical and each corner looks identical. So you have those chain 2 in the right color yarn. And lastly, I need to hide the ends, and I'm using very sharp needle because I want to go in between the fibers of the yarn. I do not want to go around. And once I change directions few times, the tail is secure and I can cut it off. Okay, we are done. Thank you for crocheting with me today, and I really hope you enjoyed this project. As many you can make, connect any way you want, and does not matter what color yarn you start, they will look identical. Have a great day, and I hope you will join me next time.